Welcome, everybody, to episode 7 of the Halted Production Show. I am your host, Austin, along with my friend, Donnie. How are you doing today, Donnie?
I'm doing pretty good, Austin. How about you?
I am wonderful. Now, today's episode makes me very happy. I mean,
Why
maybe
does it
too
make you
happy.
happy? That's scary.
So, what in my basement, what is when you think of me, what car do you think I own?
Well, I know what's in your basement, and we're not talking about the people that you've abducted either.
All right. So, in my basement is a Yugo. There are two Yugos in my basement.
Yes.
I almost consider the car we're talking about the after effect of the Yugo. It is a small economy hatch meant for the masses.
Okay. All right. I think I know what we're talking about here.
What are we doing? What are we
The
hitting?
the Suzuki Swift.
Yes, it is. Also called the Geo Metro. Also called
Oh,
also called about 1,000 other things.
the glory of badge engineering at its finest.
So, the Geo Metro. It had the 3-cylinder and a 4-cylinder.
Okay.
Um, I love the 3-cylinder. It makes me happy. And they were manufactured in some variation from 1989 to '01. Oh, excuse me.
Well, the
I mean
no,
that's
I'm
not
thinking
that's
I'm
not the
thinking of a
Geo
different Geo,
Metro.
but go ahead.
What Geo are you thinking of?
Well, when you said until the end of '01, I was thinking about the Geo Prism, not the Geo Metro, which was the Toyota Corolla. But continue.
Yes. So when it came out, or in 1993, I believe that was one of the first years for the Metro and not one of the bad engineered, right? Um, in 1993, it cost new $6,710. That's before tax tag, title, dealer fees, all that.
Or any negotiating.
Yes, that was the MSRP. And it didn't go up a lot from 89 to 93. In 89, it was only $5,995. So less than $1,000 in those 4 years. Um, and at its peak sales time, peak production time, they were producing over 100,000 of these a year.
100,000 of them a year. That that kind of hurts my soul a little bit because I don't see them as often as I would like to.
So you don't see them a lot, but in 2008, there was a huge resurgence in them. Do you know why?
2008, that would have been the hypermiling craze, right?
That it hypermiling, gas crisis, economy crash, oil prices went up. The world was in the toilet.
Everybody wanted the
Every,
cheapest vehicle that they could find.
they got the best gas mileage. Like it even at some point had a was featured in Car and Driver afterwards. Let's see. Yeah, it after it renewed as a used car in 2008 after the interest renewed in 2009. The July 2009 issue of Car and Driver included a base model 98 Metro among the vehicles tested for fuel efficiency. So they put it up against, the new Honda Insight and Toyota Prius. Um, and it did pretty well. The Metro tied the Prius for best overall fuel economy at 42.
Really?
Yes.
I've driven a Geo Metro. I've played with them. I have never owned one. And
I've
they've
come very close to owning a couple of them.
and you say that. You say you can own a couple of them. I know someone in northern Indiana that has 13 of them.
Stuff like that pops up all the
How
time on Craigslist.
how do you find yourself owning 13 Geo Metros. Like I could understand if you were let's say average suburban family. Mom,
They're
dad, 3.2 kids, dog, fenced in yard, right?
they're not for
If you
average suburban families.
I know, but hear me out. I could see if you both had Mazda 3 hatchbacks. All right? Which
Yep.
is and I say the Mazda 3 because subcompact car kind of along the same lines, but it's gotten a lot bigger. I can't imagine. I mean, I can imagine going, coming home in your Geo Metro, parking it next to your Geo Metro, walking in through your garage of three Geo Metros, and getting on Craigslist and buying another Geo Metro. I can imagine that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you can get a running, driving, good condition, 3-cylinder, 5-speed manual Geo Metro on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist right now for $500.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can totally see it. And so can a lot of people because there's a whole subculture going on. There's this whole group of people. Can we even call them people that
Yes,
love
yes, they're
these?
amazing people.
I
People that
know.
love the Geo Metro are amazing people.
And they're all the same person. If you're picturing somebody right now, and it's the same person I'm picturing.
Oh yeah.
And not to generalize, as I'm generalizing, but so on the geometroforum.com,
Oh, that's a thing that exists.
there are more than 31,000 active members right now on
31
Geometro. 31,000 active members on geometroforum.com.
There's 31,000 people who own at least one running Geo Metro.
All right, that's just the people that went onto this one specific forum and created an account to seek advice. That's just them. That's not taking into account all the people that own them that don't care about that, all or the college kids or pizza delivery drivers or single moms that bought them just because it's cheap. That's the people who really care about them. So, like I was talking about, at the peak, 100,000 a year were produced. But in 2000, that dwindled to just 32,000. So you could see the craze kind of went down.
Yeah, they were on their way out
I mean,
because beginning of the 90s, nobody wanted a Geo Metro, although you could get a three-door Geo Metro convertible in teal, which is the best way to do that.
it went through 3 generations and 4 body styles. Each one just as glorious as the last.
I I'm kind of partial to the early 90s. The sealed beams that are sunk into the bumpers, the the weird colors,
Oh, I
the
completely agree.
strange graphics down the side. Those actually made the Geo Metro for me.
I'm sending you one right now.
While you're sending me that, I have a bit of trivia for you.
All right, I'm ready.
Now, you you know well that I am a lemons 24 hours of lemons racer,
Yes.
and that I have my own car. Do you know what the only car to win Class C, Class B, and an overall Class A victory in lemons is?
A Lamborghini Diablo.
Wrong. It's a Geo Metro.
Who would have guessed considering we're talking about Geo Metros?
So you've sent me a $600 Geo Metro 92. It's that reddish pink, which is a great color. Shout out to our friends, Team Clear Coat, because the clear coat's peeling all off of this thing. I almost want to just buy it and send it to them.
If you can get them down to $400, it would be worth it.
Where is this thing? It's
It
in
is in
Seneca, Georgia.
South
Seneca,
Carolina.
South Carolina. I'm sorry.
It's about 100 miles away from me.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to have that. That would be great. However, I can get a teal one, or it's not teal. It's that light, that like sky blue. I can get one for 700, 100 miles away from me.
Well, I can do you one better. I'm sending you something right now that's A, teal, B, early 90s, C, running. It's a 3-cylinder 5 speed, but it's $400.
Okay, go buy this car tomorrow.
It says
We
there's
need
a
this.
it says there's a small knock. So, a small knock could mean a lot of things.
Yeah, just run a heavier oil in it. You'll be fine.
That's like somebody when you go in to buy a motorcycle being like, "Oh, the carbs need cleaned." All right, do the carbs need cleaned, or are we looking at a complete engine rebuild? What are we looking at? Or when somebody says, "Oh, the brakes are fair," you don't even know. No, that you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Um, and these just have such a soft spot in my heart. I need to break down and buy one. That's really what it boils down to. Maybe when I'm done with the Lexus,
Oh my
finishing
gosh.
it and racing it in 2 weeks from today. That
I'm sending you something right now that I'm not going to tell you anything about it. And if you don't get excited about it as I do when I see it, like I literally just was like, "Oh my gosh. You need to see this." You got it?
yeah, I got it. And that's the thing. A lot of these, I thought I had the number on this. Give me just a second.
It's a Geo Metro EV. It's
Yeah,
an
and
electric Geo Metro.
give me just one second. I thought I had an actual number on this. They made thousands of these.
I've never heard of them and it made me happy. What you got, Donnie? What you
500. They made 500 of them. Excuse me.
I mean, they're asking 5 grand for this Geo Metro that probably only has a range of 30 miles. So, I mean, and I doubt you can roll up to a Tesla charger and plug it in.
So, so Selectra, the company that made the electric Geo Metro, based in Massachusetts, so they're already wrong. They made 500 of them for between 96 and 97. The battery pack consists of 13 Group 27 batteries. Isn't a Group 27 battery the motorcycle battery?
I'm not sure. Group 27. That
Yeah.
is. Oh, 27 battery. We are looking at. Yeah, motorcycle battery.
Yeah. So it's 20 or it's 13 of these batteries in the car.
It's either that or a group. No, that is just a big battery. No, it's not a motorcycle battery. It is a huge battery, like a huge automotive battery. They have the 27s for.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
they sell them in marine deep cycles. Yeah,
Why would I want to have to spend? Okay, so they want 5 grand for that, right? The cheapest battery that I'm looking at here is $109.
I found one for 99.
Okay, so let's just call it in the middle at 100. So you've got $1,300 in batteries alone when you need to replace them. Has that car had the batteries replaced recently?
It has to. I mean, if they're asking 5 grand, it has to. But you gotta think, um, how far will a battery get you? Just one battery, a regular motor. How far will it get you if your alternator goes out? Like maybe 15
5,
miles.
10 miles. It depends on if the vehicle's fuel injected or carbureted. That's why carburetors are better.
So I mean, you're adding 10 miles. How many batteries do you say it has?
13.
13 batteries. I mean, even then, it doesn't. You're not looking at very good range. We are going too far in depth into this.
We really are looking at this way in depth, but you know what? I want to. This is something. I imagine this is what geo people do on their free time. They sit at their computer like we are. They find geo metros for sale, and when they see one of these, they have to actually do the research into it.
They have to.
Although I'm sure that most of them know exactly what it is. It's something that I mean, I find it weird. I absolutely love the thing.
Now, how many convertibles did they make? Do you know?
Not offhand, I don't think I have the number for that.
So there's 1992. I found a 1992 Chevy Geo Metro, which is not a Chevy, but it's a Geo Metro LSI convertible. Rare collector's item is what it says.
Continue.
Automatic transmission, 3-cylinder, 1 liter. Tires are decent. All motor and trans mounts replaced. Has bad spot on rocker panel with minor scratches. Needs weather stripping for top doors. Owner has all paperwork on repairs by licensed mechanics. Owner considers it a well-maintained car, like new top, new total exhaust system. Was used for a tow behind vehicle, for camper.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. The the look of these is just like it's like if you asked a toddler to draw a car.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
hey, draw a car. They'd come up with it's a Geo Metro. It's like a box on wheels,
I
not
I
necessarily a
would
box.
I would love to see. So do that. You have a toddler.
I do 3 year,
So
3.5.
ask your daughter to draw a car, and we will compare the that drawing to, let's say, the Geo Metro. We'll go the first generation Scion XB, the new Toyota Prius, and see exactly where in line her drawing is. I have a feeling it's going to be very close to the Metro.
I also have a feeling, but she's also a lot like me and can't draw at all. So it may just be a scribble, which in that case is closer to the SC430.
Oh, you
Low
went
blow,
there. You
low
went there.
blow. All right, so
I'm beginning to see that the favorite car of the Halted production show is the SC430,
I love to hate on it.
and I just love it.
So, as the resident part expert, what kind of parts availability are we looking for?
They're everywhere in junkyards because they made 100,000 of them a year. They're everywhere in junkyards. You could
So,
probably, I, you could probably do like a roadkill thing and walk into a junkyard and build a Geo Metro from Geo Metros that are there
probably, yeah.
and drive it out. You know what I would love to see? You remember the Harlequin Golfs?
Uh huh.
I would love to see a Harlequin Geo Metro. I feel like we need to do this.
Yes, we do.
And we need to take it to, okay, so we need to build a Harlequin Geo Metro. We have to stance it, and then we take it to H2OI up in Ocean City.
I'm game. I'm more than game. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think my back end or kidneys would like that, but
I don't think the two of us. I'm 6'3", 200. I've lost weight. I'm 250 pounds now. Um,
wow.
I know. And
Yeah, I'm still 6 foot 285.
so, we're two big guys. I don't think the two of us in this car for long periods of time would go very well.
I don't think the two of us in this car to go get a gallon of milk at the grocery store would go very well.
That's true. And the grocery store is like, I mean, a stone's throw away from my house.
Same here. I don't think there's any way, shape, or form that either of us are getting into a Geo Metro together comfortably. But let's do this.
I want you to
First
give me the sales pitch.
first year Geo Metro, right?
Yeah.
Let's call it an 89.
What are we calling it?
So I'm looking up parts. Okay?
All right.
Closest Geo Metro driver's side front door to me,
4 miles.
446 miles.
What? No.
Yeah.
I I
Brought to
found
us by our friends at carpart.com.
I found at least 4 parts cars on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, and you know why you need parts cars for them? Because you can't get one that runs
I mean,
reliably to
this
drive
six
every day.
this $600 one seems pretty good with the peeling clear coat.
Yeah, that I I would I would be in on that. I could definitely drive that.
I
And I don't
found I found another electric one.
really.
Yes, completely different one, but it's electric. Crazy. Sorry, I interrupted, but I was speechless as I talked.
So I'm looking at now my local junkyard, right?
All right.
The junkyard closest to me. They don't even have any geos in it.
I'm sure I was
I
I was
know I've
just
seen them
cruising.
there.
I was just cruising my local junkyard a couple days ago, walking around the yard. Even so, I get there and they're like, I'm like, hey, can I cruise your yard? Like, no, no one can walk in it. And I'm like, and I'm wearing my flip flops as always. I'm like, but I have my OSHA approved flip flops. And they're like, yeah, you can go. So I was cruising and they had a whole section of Geo Metros.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there aren't, but I mean, I know I've seen them there. Maybe they've just cycled them out. Maybe the one guy that was hoarding all 20 of them that they took in at once. I wonder, I wonder what they would quote me if I called them tomorrow and said, "Hey, I have a Geo Metro that I want to sell you." I wonder what they would quote
I wonder. I mean, I $100 maybe, probably, because I mean you can get a running one for 400.
me. Maybe. So, so here's the thing. What body style would you buy?
92 first gen.
So you would buy pre 92, but would you get a two-door, a four-door, or a convertible?
I'd get the 2-door hatch with 3-cylinder 5-speed.
So you wouldn't want a convertible at all.
Nope. Too
Why
many
not?
problems down the road.
Okay, let's say it has a brand new top, brand new mechanism on it, and it's a
Nope.
$500 car.
Nope. I don't like the look of them.
See, Austin, this is where we're going to disagree on this episode, even though the both of
We
us love this car.
we disagree. We disagree every episode. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. There is always a disagreement. Whether it's the SE430, the Cadillac XLR, the Yugo, the Fiero.
We disagreed on the Monte Carlo. I don't
We
even
did.
know how you
We
hated
disagreed
that
on the
one.
Monte Carlo. It's because it's a terrible car. What do you mean?
So, you see, maybe it's because I live near the beach. The
Something about the Florida air has gotten in your brain and made you not think correctly.
You stick your surfboard in the passenger seat out through the open top. You jump in. You've got let's see, it's 1992, so you've got your what? Boys to Men cassette playing, or your Vanilla Ice cassette in the
Those are
in the
late 90s. Come on.
in the optional cassette player. Um,
Those are late 90s. Come on.
no, no, there's no way.
Yeah, Boys to
Like
Men, late 90s.
Boys to Men, New Kids on the Block. Okay, anyway, we're getting off topic. But no, no, we got to figure out what music we would cruise to in our convertible Geo Metro.
Oh, years active. 1985, Boys to Men. All right. You're right. True.
Okay.
I, I'll admit when I'm wrong.
All
So
right,
we'd
let's
have.
look at the number one song. Yeah, number one song of 1992. Boys to Men, End of the Road.
All right. You're right. All right. I wasn't even born
Followed by
yet.
Sir
Calm down.
Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back.
Which I can do the whole song, by the way.
But yeah, that's what we're cruising to in our convertible Geo Metro to the beach with our surfboards hanging out the back. And it's 1992, so we're probably going to have like Crystal Pepsis and neon sun visors. This would be. I really wish, because last weekend was Radwood up at Road Atlanta at Grid Life.
Were
I
you up here?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, I was
I
like, you didn't even stop by. How rude.
I would have slept on your couch, you know me. But I didn't even see any Geo Metros there. I haven't seen a Geo Metro at any Radwood yet. I've seen K cars, which I absolutely love, but I haven't seen a Geo Metro.
That's another thing
Why
we
is
disagree
that?
on. K cars.
Austin, one of these days you're going to learn that your ways are terrible and you're wrong,
Donnie, everybody has their own opinions.
and yours is wrong.
And yours is just 100% undoubtedly wrong. Just terrible. You're a terrible person. That's what it is. I mean, when it comes down to it, when the shit hits the fan, you're wrong.
Because I want a convertible Geo Metro.
Correct.
So the only correct Geo Metro is the two-door hatchback to you.
Yes, with the 3-cylinder and 5-speed manual.
Okay. So
in teal or red.
It would have to be either teal or pink, or you could get them in yellow.
That's the. I know Walking on Sunshine was that type. Was that Cyndi Lauper had the yellow hair. I just can't do it. Every time I see one of those, literally the Walking on Sunshine pops in my head.
You know what I've always wanted to see?
What?
I've always wanted to see a red or a yellow Geo Metro, right?
Yep.
Parked next to a red or yellow Ferrari FF.
Yeah.
The real long nose hatchback Ferrari.
Yep.
I've always wanted to see those two side by side, because that would just warm my heart, knowing that somebody has the will and the want for a Geo Metro enough to park it next to their Ferrari.
So I'm about to hit you with some trivia, or just more of a question. So the Geo Metro, do you want to take a guess as to the total length? Total length of the car. What do you think it is?
Probably somewhere around 96 inches.
No. 149. Not the wheelbase, the length. The wheelbase is 91 inches, or 93 inches. The total length of the car. So, my 2000 Silverado long bed extended cab.
Yeah.
The total length of the Metro is 6 inches longer than the wheelbase of my truck.
Okay. And
It's
the length of the Metro was what again?
149.4.
The Geo Metro is as long as the wheelbase of my truck.
Yeah.
And to the listeners, I have a 2014 Ram Crew Cab
Some of us
1500.
aren't all that good, and some of us make good decisions and don't buy FCA products.
You know what? That's the least of my concerns right now is owning that truck. It's my Fusion that's trying to kill me actively.
Well, just wait 3 years and your transmission will go out and you'll have electrical issues. But don't worry about it.
All right. So Austin, what's the verdict on the Metro? We
Well,
both love it. We both would own one. This is a very weird episode because neither of us has to sell the other one on the car as a whole.
but let's just for shits and giggles, let's just have you get in your best car salesman mood. I'm walking in 1992. I'm 21 years old, just out of college. 22 years old, just out of college. First car, sell it to me.
I can sell it to you with 3 words, Austin. Chicks dig convertibles.
All right. I mean, there's that. But what's stopping me from going to get another convertible? Sell me
You know,
the Metro.
you're going to have the most fuel efficient vehicle on the market that's a convertible, and chicks dig convertibles. You're going to have, and this is going to sound really patronizing and really pa- patriarchyist, and I do not mean it that way, but it's in 92, it would have been the most fuel efficient vehicle on the road. It would have had seating capacity for 4 and enough room for a set of golf clubs. But there are bigger convertibles out. There's bigger cars out there. There's no matter where you go, there's a better car.
All right. So I'm sitting here looking at
But
some stats. When the second generation was introduced,
and to the listeners out there, no, I was not a car salesman ever, and I never will be.
I was. I was a car salesman, worked at East Charlotte Nissan. So at the time of the second generation introduction, I just want to give you some sales stats. 41% of Metro buyers were first time car buyers. 62% of those buyers were women. And the median age range was 37 years old.
Hey Austin, I think I just proved that chicks dig convertibles.
I think you proved that chicks dig the 3-door hatch.
Were those numbers just for the hatchback?
No, but when you look at total sales numbers, the 3-door hatch was dominant. So the 3-door hatch and the sedan, the convertible was produced far less. So when you look at
Well,
it,
if you make less of them, you're going to sell less of them. It's math. It's not hard.
don't math with me now. Yes, math is a verb.
I'm very well aware.
So, another little tidbit of information. Do you want to guess the second generation's drag coefficient?
Probably 0.27.
You were close. I am proud of you, Donnie. 0.32.
0.32.
And it was the
And that's
smallest car in the world to meet the 1997 North American side impact standards. It was a
nice.
safe car. It was, I mean, we can just sit here and just gleam about it all day. We both love this car.
Oh yeah, we both do love the Geo Metro. It's an amazing vehicle.
Everyone knows the convertible is not the best iteration of it.
Uh, let's just agree to disagree on
I refuse. No, you're wrong.
it. You know, Austin, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll take the loss on this one because we're getting to about time. And because I've lost, I'll go ahead and wrap the episode.
All right, you do that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Geo Metro episode of the Halted Production Show, which you can find on Twitter at Halted Prod Show. You can find it on Podomatic. You can find it on YouTube. And you can even find Austin and myself on Twitter as well. You can find Austin. What are you, Austin?
I believe I'm Austin's Garage YT.
All right. And what am I?
You are Donnie Patura. I have no clue what you are. I have no clue.
I am at DM Petruniak, Pet Run AK.
See,
Like you pet a dog, you go for a run, and it was a good day because you didn't have to use your AK.
when's the last time you went for a run?
Actually, today I ran to my car in the rain.
I thought we were going to like actually. I saw a Taco Bell and I ran.
No, no, that's another story for another day. But thank you very much, folks, for listening. This has been episode number 7. And if you'd like it, subscribe it. If you don't, you can tie a friend up and make them listen to it as punishment. That works too. But we appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time.
It was a pleasure.